Hey guys, it's April from Mama Loves Food. How are you? Excited to be here again today. I'm going to go ahead and get us started by sharing the video into a few pages real quick so we get our viewers going. And in the meantime, why don't you go ahead and say hello, chime in, tell me where you're from. We are recording just north of Orlando. I'm going to apologize ahead of time to you guys. We've got my dad is coming into town and he's going to be here any second. So as soon as he gets here, my dogs are going to lose their minds. So it's going to get loud in here for a minute, unfortunately. But I hope you can forgive me. Tonight we are going to be making a dessert. We did 2 savories in a row. Hi Danielle, hi Erin, my steadfast people. Let's see. Just give me 1 second. We're going to get this shared into a few places real quick. And then we'll get going. So tonight we're going to do peanut butter cookies. We're going to do real easy. We're actually going to do something from scratch. I know I keep telling you I don't make desserts from scratch, but tonight we are making it from scratch. It is that easy. So, okay. Sorry guys. It'll just take a second. If I don't do this, then nobody can see us, and we've got like 4 viewers, and it's very intimate. Hi Chris, how are you? Danielle wants me to say hi to you. Okay. Let's do this. Give me 2 more minutes. Go ahead and tell me hi, where you're from. And I just need 1 more second. Sorry guys. Facebook has not worked out all the kinks on how to get things going ahead of time. I'm not able to share my schedule ahead of time, so I have to kind of do it as we go and as we get started. I'm sure they'll work out the kinks soon though, and we'll be more fluid. So welcome. Hi Mom, my mom just came on. Hi Jana. Woo, 100 people are watching. All right, people are coming on. Awesome, awesome. Let's see. Give me just a minute. Let's see. So who's on tonight? My mom says she can catch me on the phone but not the laptop. I don't know, Mom. Maybe update your browser. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Okay. I've got 1 more share. I think I already said that, but I apparently was lying. I've got 1 more share now, and I will be done. And hopefully people will be showing up. Hey, Erin. Hi, Kimberly. How are you? Let me know if it's your first time watching and where you're from. If it's not your first time, which episodes have you seen? And let's see. Share in a group. Recipe group. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All right, we're getting going. We're getting there. Okay, so welcome, welcome, welcome. We do this. I'm April from Mama Loves Food. This is how you spell it. The link is in the show notes. So if you scroll up to the top of the show notes, you should be able to see that. I do a cooking show every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And welcome. Thank you for joining us. Tonight we are doing a really, really simple 3-ingredient peanut butter cookie. We're going to do it a few different ways. Just started watching me last week from Indiana. Hi, welcome. Hi, Victor from Tennessee. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the FAQs. We get the same kind of list of questions every week. So thank you. I'm glad you like my watch. It's from Walmart. It was like $9. And I'll tell you, I've had it almost a year and it's still kicking butt. So pretty exciting. I love when a find works. That's my dad. Sorry guys, it's gonna get loud just for a second while the dogs freak out. Anyone who watches me on a regular basis knows that our house is basically a hostel. We have a company almost every week. Sorry guys. They'll settle down in just a second. Oh, do you hear it, Mom? He's here. My mom's worried that my dad wasn't gonna get in, so he's here. Okay, so we're gonna do 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies. Thank you, Jana. I'm glad you like it. Walmart. Shh, quiet girls. We're gonna do 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies tonight. Really simple. We're gonna do 3 versions of it. I'm gonna do the base, which is just plain. We're gonna do one with chocolate chips, and we're gonna do one with white chocolate. And you know, just to switch things up a little bit. Hi, Brandy. My mom keeps talking about my dad. Mom, Dad's here. He's okay. I promise. He's good. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead through my FAQs real quick because everybody always has a few specific questions. And let me know, guys, it's a little warm in here, so I've got the fan on, but if you have trouble hearing me or there's a lot of white noise in the background, pipe up and let me know. And if comments freeze like they do a lot, I have my computer set up here, so I will hopefully still be able to see at least some of them. My sink is from IKEA. I love it. No, it doesn't stain permanently. It does take a little bit more effort to clean than a stainless steel, but not a whole lot. So if you're thinking about getting one, yes, I love it. I would suggest it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. The plants on my windowsill are mint, aloe, basil, and green onion. The jars up here are, this is dishwasher pellets because my daughter tried to eat them up, so now we keep them up high. Although she's probably old enough now that we don't need to, but I like them up there. It's nice and convenient. And then this is my compost bin. My lipstick is Maybelline 24, although today I put a little bit of bright red gloss in there too, so it's not exactly that, but it's basically that. What else? Oh, my necklace is from Siren Sisters Elixirs. Yes, it is a diffuser necklace, and I have orange in there today. I'm a citrus girl. I had grapefruit in there for like a month straight, and Erin talked me into changing things up a little bit. Erin's my, what do you call it? She's my dealer. Anyway, and if she's on, sometimes she throws up a coupon for the necklace because a lot of people ask about it. So I don't know if she's going to, but maybe she will, maybe she won't. I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the oven so we're not waiting on the oven. So let me do that real quick. And we're preheating it to 375, I believe. Let's see, yeah, 375. And this recipe is so easy, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We're doing 3 ingredient peanut butter cookies. I know I've said a dozen times that I don't bake from scratch, and I'm proving myself to be a liar already. So it's just a cup of peanut butter, a cup of sugar, and an egg. And the nice thing about this is it's gluten-free, it's dairy-free. So if you've got friends with gluten or dairy intolerances, this is a good one for them. And we're actually going to double the recipe, assuming I have enough sugar. Hopefully, we're going to try and double the recipe. And then I'm going to actually split it in 3, and we're going to do one with just peanut butter, one with chocolate chips, and one with white chocolate chips. Please don't turn the TV on, Dad. I can see you eyeing it. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. And I think our comments have frozen again, which is super exciting and frustrating. Okay, but it's okay. I'm going to look on the computer and check them out. Go ahead and say hi. Tell me where you're from. If this is your first time watching, let me know. And I'm going to grab a bowl and we're going to get started. And yes, for those of you worried, I know we had somebody very concerned. I did wash my hands, but I will do it again on camera for you so you can see. Not that it matters, because I'm not delivering my cookies to you. My kids are eating them. So, Dad, you want to come over and say hi? Everybody's so camera shy.
Okay.
Oh, he's coming. He's going to come over. He's a foot taller than me, so he might not fit in the frame. There he is. Hi, Dad. We get a lot of guests, which I love. That is not a complaint. Okay, so we've got sugar. I'm a chunky peanut butter girl. I just love it. I love chunky peanut butter. My family eats chunky peanut butter. This is not necessarily an endorsement for Skippy. I buy what's on sale. So, I mean, it's good. I like it, but I'm not telling you that's my main brand or anything. Just regular granulated sugar. I like the mini chips. I find they're cute. They look good in it. And then white chocolate chips. And I couldn't find mini white chocolate chips, so we're just going with the regular ones. And then I'll grab 2 eggs out, and we'll do that. Okay. So for those of you just tuning in, I'm April from Mama Loves Food. We do a cooking show twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Sorry. And then on Wednesdays, I actually come on with the kids. I have 5 kids, aged 9, 8, 6, 4 and 2. And we come on Wednesday afternoons, usually 4 o'clock Eastern, and do crafts, kids crafts. So we're on 3 days in a row, 3 days a week. It's pretty exciting. And I'm looking for a bowl. Here we go. All right. Actually, we're gonna use a couple bowls. This one needs a rinse. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse these out real quick because they've been collecting dust on my counter. And make sure you're piping up and telling me where you're from. Tell me how you found us too. Like I said at the beginning, I share into a few different groups so people can find us. So I'm always curious where people come from. I know there's always a couple people that get frustrated that I'm not totally prepared and this isn't a quick cooking show, but it just isn't. That's not the goal of the shows. It's not to get on and off and wham bam thank you man. It's more to hang out in the kitchen together and get to know each other. So, although I gotta tell you, Facebook's making it really hard lately with the comment situation because I'm still not seeing your comments. Dear Facebook, can we fix that, please? I'd love to be able to see comments again. I'm going to scoot over here and take a peek. Just scrolled on my Facebook feed. Oh, that's good. That's exciting. From Greenfield, Ohio. Hi, Felicia. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Victor. You found me on Facebook. Kristen. Oh, Kristen's in my mom's group. Chris is from South Alabama. Found me on Facebook. All right. Okay, so we got one bowl. I'm going to do one more. And our oven is preheating. We're doing really easy peanut butter cookies. It's 3 ingredients. It is gluten-free, grain-free, dairy-free, not taste-free. They are delicious. And when I make these, people are always very, very surprised that it's just 3 ingredients. But they're yummy and easy. And I'm not going to say you'll never make another peanut butter cookie again if you try these, but you'll probably never make another peanut butter cookie again because they're so easy and they're delicious. There's no reason to get all fancy with them after you realize how easy it is. So, hi Sherry. Hi Mom. No Mom, they're not calorie free. Sorry. Hi Kristen from West Rapids, Wisconsin. Is that right? Margarita, I love your name. From California. Exciting, exciting. Okay, we've got a couple of bowls here. I probably need a third bowl, but this will have to do for now. And my hands were washed as I was washing the bowls, for those of you who are concerned. Okay, we're almost up to temperature. I'm going to peek at the comments super quick, just get an idea of who's here and what's going on. And I'm going to do a quick share, one more share into a group to see if we can get a few more viewers. And then we'll get going. And I know it takes me a little while to get going, and I apologize. Some people get frustrated with that. But the format I like to do is to have you in my kitchen and chatting and enjoying. Tell me what you guys are watching lately. We talked about a few days ago, I'm kind of obsessed with The Last Man on Earth right now. It's a totally goofy show. Doesn't even have great ratings, but I love it. I love it, I love it. So we're making 3 ingredient peanut butter cookies, and actually we're gonna do 4 ingredients for part of it, but the base is 3 ingredients. It's sugar, eggs, and peanut butter. So we're gonna double the recipe. So I'm gonna start with 2 cups of sugar. Normally we just do 1 cup for a single, but we're gonna do 2 cups of sugar. All right, one. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Let me make sure, there you go, you can see. 1 cup and 2 cups. 2 cups of sugar. I'm telling you, this is so easy. It's like absurdly easy. And we're gonna do 2 cups of peanut butter. So the recipe, if you're just doing 1 batch, is 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 cup of sugar, and 1 cup of, just kidding, 1 egg. 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 cup of sugar, and 1 egg. Okay, and like I said, I'm a chunky peanut butter girl. I love chunky peanut butter, but it works fine with regular. If you're not a fan of the chunkiness, it works fine with smooth peanut butter as well. So Don't shy away from the recipe just because you don't like chunky peanut butter. It's still delicious either way. I keep meaning to try it with like cashew butter or something. We'll have to do that experiment at some time, because I know there are a lot of people that don't eat peanuts, so it would be nice if we could have a peanut alternative as well. Okay, so 1 cup of chunky peanut butter. Yay! I'll get that in. And you don't even need any fancy tools. You don't need an electric mixer. You don't need any of that stuff. We're gonna do it with a fork. Make our dough. Super simple. Okay. That was 1 cup of peanut butter. And now we're gonna do a second. Those of you just tuning in, I'm April from Mama Loves Food. We're filming just north of Orlando in a small-ish town, Winter Springs. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. About an hour from Mickey Mouse. I actually grew up in South Florida, Coral Springs area, and met my husband in college at UCF, University of Central Florida. So that's how I landed here, although not immediately. I moved to New Jersey first, and then true love brought me back to this nasty hot place. But that's okay. I love my husband that much. That's how much I love my husband, to live somewhere where it regularly gets up into 3 digits. Okay, so we're making 3 ingredient peanut butter cookies. And so far we've put in sugar, we're putting in peanut butter, and then we're going to put an egg, and that's the base of the cookie. And we'll mix it up with a fork. And then at that point I'm going to go ahead and divide our dough up, because we're going to do some of it with chocolate chips and some of it with white chocolate, just to mix things up a little bit. Keep us on our toes. Tell me in the comments if you're married or have a significant other. How did you meet them? How long have you been together? Tell me. I'm interested. I've met my husband in 2000, January of 2000 in Spanish class in college. And we got married in 2003. So we are celebrating lucky 13 this year. Next month, actually. Okay, so we've got 2 cups of sugar. We're doubling the recipe. So there's 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of peanut butter, and I'm going to throw 2 eggs in here. For those of you just tuning in, I know I'm going to say it over and over again. Facebook actually is coming out with an updated version of this, and it's going to make it so I can put a ticker across the bottom, and you'll be able to see as I'm going who I am. I'll be able to, say, this is April from Mama Loves Food, so I won't have to repeat myself a dozen times. But for now, we don't have that feature. And, sometimes people pop on because Facebook promotes these things randomly in your feed sometimes. And people are like, who is this random chick talking to me from her kitchen? So that's why I say it a lot. I don't want people to be totally confused why I'm in their living rooms. So, like I said, this is my compost bucket. One of my lucky children will get to take it out to the big compost area outside tomorrow. That is one of their least favorite jobs because it is behind the shed and lots of mosquitoes back there, but they'll live. It builds character, right? So I'm going to put these away, otherwise I'm going to forget and then time for temperature eggs. And then I'm going to feel compelled to cook them all so they don't go bad, and I'll be up all night. I mean, I'll be up all night anyway, I always am, but I'll be up all night cooking eggs. So, we've got 3 ingredient peanut butter cookies, and we're about to make the dough. We've got 2 cups of sugar, just regular granulated sugar. We've got 2 cups of peanut butter. I used Chunky. Any brand is fine. I'm using Skippy Natural today. And then 2 eggs, 2 large eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just using a regular old fork, and we're going to, there, our oven just came to temperature. Good timing. I'm going to go ahead and mix this up until it becomes dough-like. I know, and you're going to look at it and go, that's going to become a dough? Really? I don't know about that, April, but it does, I swear. It's not a flour-based dough because there's no flour in it, duh, but it does become, it does get to a point where you can form it into balls and make cookies, which is the whole point of this, so yay, that's what we're trying to do. Alright, just a few more stirs. Hopefully you guys are keeping me company in the comments. And, you know, sometimes about 20 minutes in or half an hour in, Facebook will decide to all of a sudden show me your comments again. So that would be wonderful. Hey, Facebook, if you're watching anytime now would be great. And if not, I always go back and read through the comments afterward and answer any questions. So please feel free to ask questions. And in just a second, I will go ahead and repost the recipe. I mean, not the recipe, the link to the recipe in the comments, so you can get that. And then I also put a list of just items that we're using. I forgot to put my bowls, but if you just go on Amazon and look up stainless steel mixing bowls, you'll find those. And I put a link to my sheet pan. I got my sheet pans at Costco, and I adore them. And I'm pretty sure the brand I linked up in the notes is the same brand. They're just stainless steel sheets, but they're great. I'm not a huge fan of non-stick sheets because they always end up peeling and stuff coming off in your food, and that bugs me. So, okay, so we're coming together and making a dough. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It smells amazing. I wish we had smell-o-vision, guys, because it smells really good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and divide this basically roughly into thirds. And then we're going to add mini chocolate chips to 1/3. We're going to add white chocolate to the other third, and then we're going to leave the last third just plain. Okay? So, and before I do that, you know what, I'm going to sneak over and just peek at the comments and see if anybody had any questions. And you guys can talk amongst yourselves just for a brief moment. Great recipe to do with your granddaughters. Yeah, this is a really good kid recipe. It really is, because it's super, super simple. The oven is at 375 degrees, and it only takes about 10 or so minutes, 10 to 12 minutes to cook, depending on how big you make them. I make them on the small side. Let's see. Yeah, it's 375. Okay, sorry guys, give me a second. It's hard. This is very new, you guys. It's literally been out for a month, so there's lots and lots of quirks with it. So I have to open a window, otherwise it only shows me 5 comments at a time, and if I keep the window open, then it freezes, so we're getting there. I feel like every time we come on it, it's, oh, Megan's not very happy with the show. Why are you angry with the show, Megan? What happened? Okay. Donna's been married 21 years. That's awesome. Congratulations. We've made these and they're amazing. Very addicted. Where did I get this recipe? You know, I don't even know. I've been making this recipe for so long. Probably a friend. I don't know. A friend gave it to me maybe, or my mother-in-law maybe. I don't honestly know. 375 degrees for the oven, guys. Let's see, what else? Okay. Do I grow my own herbs? A few. I have basil and green onions and mint on the windowsill. I don't, you know, 2 years ago, if you guys have been following me for a while, you'll know that 2 years ago I had a really nice garden. So I was super excited. It wasn't huge, but it was peppers and herbs and spices and all the fun stuff. I'm gonna grab a spatula out. And so last year I was like, wow, well 2 years ago it was great, so I'm gonna go, you know, full speed ahead and make a massive garden this year. And last summer was probably the hottest summer we've seen in this area since I've lived here, and all my plants got fried. So I put, I don't know if you guys have seen that meme or meme, however you say it, that's like, you know, the $400 tomato that you got off your plant. Yeah, I had like $400 tomatoes. So I'm thinking this year we're gonna go easy on the garden. We did get last year, we got a few fruit trees. So we have a peach tree and I have a Barbados cherry tree. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. That's a fun one. It's not a true cherry. It tastes kind of like a cross between a cherry and a starfruit, if you're familiar with that flavor. Okay, so I've got it very roughly split into 3. And we doubled the recipe, so I'm sorry, that's a little bit confusing. We doubled the recipe and I'm splitting it into thirds, because I'm going to go ahead and do some plain. These are 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies. I'm going to do some plain. I'm going to do some with white chocolate and some with dark chocolate. And I'm going to grab, or regular chocolate, I'm going to grab my sheet pan, and then I'm going to wash my hands because they're icky and I touch my hair and people are going to squawk at me. sheet pans that I adore. I got mine at Costco, but I'm pretty sure the ones that I linked in the show notes are the exact same ones. So if you want them, they're there. Or at least you know what to look for. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. Although I'm washing my hands because they're peanut buttery, but I'm about to get elbow deep in peanut butter, so maybe not totally necessary. Okay. So, and I'm going to use my Silpats. These are, well, they're not brand name Silpats, but they're silicone mats. You can use parchment paper, works fine, or you could just grease the sheet. Honestly, peanut butter is so high in fat and oil that I don't think it'll stick anyway, but just in case, I like an extra layer of protection to make sure that we're not scraping cookies off the pan when they're done. So, I'm sorry guys, I'm really bummed I can't see the comments. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna get started. This is gonna be our plain one, and I'm gonna do the traditional, you know, where you make a mark in them with a fork and put some sugar on top, because I think that's cute, and it's how peanut butter cookies are supposed to look, isn't it? Okay. Where's my sugar? There's my sugar. Okay. And I got my fork, and I got my peanut butter. Okay. So we're just gonna do, I'm gonna do mine on the small side. You can do them any size you want. And I love this mat. The one I linked to in the comments is the same brand, but I didn't see any with the circles, and I would tell you where I got them because they were sent to me as a gift, so I don't know where they got them from. But I'm gonna go ahead and put these in. They will flatten and expand. They won't get huge, but they will flatten and expand some. The egg puffs them up a little bit, but they won't get huge because we don't have, you know, baking soda or flour or any of that stuff in them. There we go. All right. I hate that I can't see your comments because normally this is the point where I would start chatting with you. I don't have any good stories to tell. I'm trying to think. We can go over the FAQs again. We can do that. I apologize for those of you who tuned in from the beginning and heard them 6 times, but I'll do it anyway. My sink is from IKEA. It's one of the farm sinks. I do love it. I do not regret getting it at all. It takes a tiny bit more maintenance than a stainless steel sink, but really not much. I throw some soft scrub in there about once a week, and it comes shiny and good as new. So yeah, that's awesome, and I get lots of questions about that. Growing on the windowsill is my little miniature herb garden that we were just talking about. I've got basil, sweet basil, I've got green onion, and the green onion is just, I buy it at the grocery store, and when I'm using it, you can buy it at the grocery store with the roots still on it, and I buy those, and I stick them in a cup of water, and they'll regrow for a month or 2, so you can keep using them. And then when they start to lose color, because there's not really nutrients in the water, not the ones they need anyway. So when they start to lose color and grow just really pale, then I just throw them out and buy a new batch. So hopefully these won't spread into each other. I guess we could do, hopefully these won't spread into each other. We'll try and, I'm going to scoot these out towards the edges so we can fit a few more. We're not going to use the demarcations on the sheet. Okay. So this is a doubled recipe. This is 3 ingredient peanut butter cookies that we doubled the recipe and then split into thirds. So a little confusing, but I am doing, this batch is plain. It's just egg, peanut butter, and sugar. And then the other 1/3 we'll do with chocolate, and the other regular chocolate, and then the other 1/3 we'll do with white chocolate. So I'm going to try and space these out just a little bit more so we can, there we go. Okay. And I'm going to do, I love peanut butter cookies with those fork marks in them. I think it's really cute, so we're going to do that. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Hopefully. I'll put them up to the screen in just a second. Hopefully my internet's doing okay. I know yesterday we were kind of going in and out of focus because my internet connection wasn't great, and I'm not sure if it's my internet connection or if it's the Facebook because everybody's on Facebook, or, you know, kind of a guess. Okay. So we've got our, ooh, those two are on top of each other. And I know I said if you've tuned in before, and tell me, if you're a new watcher, is this your first time watching? Have you subscribed? Oh, please do subscribe. If you're enjoying the show, please subscribe. We come on 3 times a week. 2 times a week on Tuesday and Thursday. We do a cooking show, just really simple recipes. And then on that's Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm gonna pop these in the oven. It's our first batch. These are the plain ones. Just 3 ingredients. I'm gonna pop these in the oven. I'm gonna set the timer for 8 minutes because I made them smaller than usual. Normally I do 10 to 12 minutes, but I'm gonna do 8 minutes and then check on them. And then we're gonna get going on our other ones. Okay, so what was I saying? Yes, every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we do an easy recipe. On Tuesday, we made a really simple beef stroganoff, which is really, really yummy and really, really easy. Last week, we did make ahead breakfast. We had a lot of requests for how to make ahead breakfast. I have 5 small children, and sorry, I'm just getting scissors. I forgot scissors. I have 5 small children, and I'm not a morning person, like not even remotely a morning person. So we do a lot of make ahead breakfast. So we did a show on that, and you can go back and look if you click videos on my page. I'm just gonna the recipe on that I linked to on my site tells you exactly how many chocolate chips to put in. I'm just eyeballing it because whatever, it's real life. Ooh, I'm about to lose her. I'm about to lose them. I totally lost my train of thought. I do that all the time, don't I? Okay, Tuesday and Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Oh, I was telling you what we made. So we made the make ahead breakfast. We did crescent rolls with egg and cheese and ham, and crescent rolls with egg and cheese and sausage. And then we also made donuts one week. We've made 3 ingredient mousse. We made, I'm just folding these in now. We made a really, really easy chicken curry salad. And if you go, oh, that's what I was saying. If you go to Mama Loves Food on Facebook and click the videos tab, they should all be there. Actually, that's not true. Most of them will be there. Half the time I appear, on Tuesdays I appear at Spaceships and Laser Beams. And on Thursdays I appear here at Mama Loves Food. But you can see it on both sites because Stephanie of Spaceships and Laser Beams and I work together. And so we share them between our pages, so you'll be able to see it on both sites. And anyway, but that makes it a little confusing for the archive. So if you check my videos or you check Stephanie's videos, you'll find them. But if you want to look for them all in one place, go to youtube.com/MamaLovesFood or just type in YouTube Mama Loves Food, and all my videos are there. So if you want to rewatch it, they tend to be long. I'm a little bit wordy. These are not, the recipes themselves are quick and easy. I am not quick or easy. Oh, we forgot our Silpat. What are we going to do? Okay, there we go. There we go. This is just a silicone mat. You can use parchment paper, or I've never used wax paper, but the rumor is that you could use that as well. And I don't know. I haven't tried it. You'll have to tell me. Do you guys use wax paper or parchment paper, or neither? I'm sure you could grease the sheet too. I'm gonna make pretty small cookies because I have small children, and they're the ones that are gonna eat these. And for those of you just tuning in, this is really simple 3 ingredient peanut butter cookies. Well, these are 4 because we added chocolate chips, but our first batch was 3 ingredients. So we made a double batch, and then we divided it in 3. And the first batch went in was plain, and they're on 375 for 8. The one I normally make are 10 to 12 minutes. We put it in for 8 minutes, and we're going to check because I did make them smaller than I normally do. And so the second batch is going to be, we put mini chocolate chips in, and the third batch is going to be white chocolate. And you can put whatever you want in. You can put other nuts, you can put raisins, you can put, yeah, whatever you want. Roll them in sugar. Good stuff, good stuff. Who doesn't love cookies? And these are nice because they are grain-free. and they are dairy free. So if you've got, you know, friends with sensitivities, these are a good one. Totally gluten free. Gluten is a grain, for those of you who don't know. So if somebody says they're grain free, they are also gluten free, which is flour. Gluten is in flour. And there's no flour in these. These are 3 ingredients: peanut butter, sugar, and egg. And that's it. And it makes a dough. I mean, people are always surprised that those 3 ingredients come together in such a nice dough, but it does. It works very well. And we're just rolling them. And that's it. So I am filming. I know everybody, you like to know where we're from. So go ahead and chime in and tell me, is it your first time watching? Where are you watching from? Are you watching with anybody? Are you hiding from your children? Do other people do that? I hide from my children periodically during the day when it gets to be a fevered pitch. I tell them, you know, I have a stomachache, kids. I gotta go hide. I'm pretty sure most moms do that. Don't worry, I'm not neglecting them. We're talking like 2 minutes. They're fine. But sometimes you gotta get away. You gotta get away from the chaos. I have 5 kids, very close in age. 9, 7, 6, 4, and 2. And when we were having them, it did not seem like they were that close together. And now that they are all here, I realize that was very close together. But that's okay. We love our kids. They're fantastic. They're just exhausting. Okay, so this batch is our first 4 ingredient batch. This is just egg, sugar, ooh, there we go, we lost one. Egg, sugar, and peanut butter. And then I put these mini chocolate chips. Let's see if you can see the bag. The mini semi-sweet, which is my personal favorite. And we've got about 2 minutes left on those other ones, and we're gonna go ahead and put the fork. I feel like it just makes it more classic peanut butter cookie if you press the fork into them. So I'm gonna do that. And then as soon as I'm doing that, I'm gonna rinse my hands, and I'm gonna peek at the comments and see what you guys have to say. Have you told me what television shows you're watching? I know it's spring break a lot of the country. Are you guys taking any vacations? We don't really do a spring break. I homeschool. So one of the really nice advantages, I homeschool and my husband and I both work for ourselves. So one of the really big advantages to that is we can do our trips and vacations off season. So we tend to take trips in February when no one else is traveling, but also when the weather's not very nice. So it's a trade-off. But we tend to go to the museums when they're empty, which is super nice. You know, the weather's just not great. So there we are. Yay, these are our chocolate chip peanut butter ones. I'm gonna rinse my hands and take a look at the comments, and I will be right back. Okay, great. So I'm gonna peek at the comments real quick. Those of you just tuning in, we made, or are in the process of making, 3 ingredient peanut butter cookies. Our first batch was 3 ingredients. Our subsequent batches are actually 4 ingredients because we've added chocolate chips. Okay, how many cookies per recipe? Okay, so I made 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 15 times 3 is 45. 45 divided by 2 is 22-ish. About 24. About 24 small cookies per, did I do that right? I think I did that right. I think it's about 2 dozen small cookies or 1 dozen large cookies per recipe, per batch, per however you want to say it. Hi Sonia, hi Stacy, hi Victor, hi Gina, hi Cami, hi Linda, hi Kelly. So excited all of you are on here. Thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry that I can't converse with you eye to eye, and I just heard our timer go off, so I'm going to peek at those real quick and see if they're done. Like I said, I put them in a little bit less time than usual because I made them on the smaller side. So we're going to peek and see if they're done. And for those of you who have made this recipe before, you know that they harden up a little bit more after. Ooh, I think they're done. Okay, they harden up a little bit more as they cool. Oh, I just took my finger anymore. That was not the smartest thing I've ever done. These gloves make me very clumsy. Mostly I'm just very clumsy, but I'm going to blame it on the gloves today. Okay, so these are done, and they're so darn cute. So 8 minutes, almost about 8.5 minutes, because I ignored it at first. We're perfect. So we're going to take a peek at those, and I'm going to sprinkle them with some sugar, because I love the way that looks. And then I'm going to peek at the comments, and we're going to throw in another batch. And then we're going to do the white chocolate ones. Yay! My kids are going to be really, really excited that there are cookies in the house, because we don't usually have cookies in the house. Alright. Gosh, those are so cute. Okay, we're going to let those cool. I'm going to scoot them out of the way in just a second, but I'm going to bring them up to the, and ignore the one that I put my thumb through. But aren't those cute? 3 ingredients. How easy was that? I mean, ridiculously easy. So I'm going to scoot these out of the way and let them cool. I hear you, timer. My timer's yelling at me because I forgot to turn it off. I'm going to scoot over here. I'm going to turn the timer off. I'm going to put the new ones in just a second. But first I'm going to finish peeking at the comments so I can say hi to you guys and how much I appreciate you being here, because I really, really do. Miranda watches Grey's Anatomy. I got to tell you, Grey's Anatomy. I watched the first season and enjoyed it, and after that I kind of lost it. It lost me. I don't know. I think I watched, the last episode I watched was the Pink Mist one, and I couldn't watch anymore after that. So, but I do know a lot of people who love it. Yeah. Let's see. I just finished watching Nurse Jackie, which I enjoyed way more than I expected to. It was really addicting. I thought it was going to be like a medical drama show, and it was totally not. It was just a drama show, which I like. I really like watching. Oh, I just yanked my earring out. Sorry. I really like Downton Abbey. That's a good one. What else? I roll up the balls in a small bowl of sugar before I fork them. Oh, I've never heard to do that. That's a good idea. Thanks for telling me. Let's see. You know, it's just not giving me a ton of your comments right now. I can see that you're leaving them, so I know you're here, but it's not pausing enough to let me actually see. Heather says it's her second time watching. Welcome back, Heather. Thanks for coming back. Carol's from Hungary. Wow, awesome. Hi. Okay. Daniel says he has no clue how he got here, but it's making him hungry. Sonia's gonna make them tonight. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and throw our second batch in. This is the batch that is peanut butter, egg, sugar, and chocolate chips. And I'm going to set the timer for 8 minutes because that seemed to work for our first batch. And then we're going to get started on batch number 3, our last batch. Let's see, timer 800, timer. Okay, we're good. So here's our last batch. And actually, you know, I couldn't find mini chips, so I'm going to go ahead and smash a few of these. So we have mini ones, because I like a mini. We're making small cookies, so it seems, I don't know, I know a lot of people like the big chocolate chunk cookies, but I like the mini. So that's what we're going to do, because it's my show. Alright. And again, I'm just going to eyeball it on the website. If you look at the link, you'll see, oh, there's my scissors. Okay. You'll see that I put an exact measurement. I believe it was, here, I've got it here, half a cup of chips per recipe. So it would be less, it'd be like a third a cup of chips-ish for this. Since we've doubled and then thirded. Is that how you say that? The recipe. So we're just adding white chocolate chips. Those of you who are just tuning in, and if you're enjoying the show, yay, thank you, I'm so glad. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. On Apple devices, it is generally up here in the right-hand corner, and I believe that's where it is on regular computers as well. On Android devices, if you scroll all the way up to the top of the comments, you'll see it there. We're on every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm just going to grab my knife real quick. We're on every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And then on Wednesdays, I come on with the kids, and it's pure chaos, guys. I'm not going to lie, it's a hot mess. But if you have kids, I've heard kids really like to watch kids, and I know that's true of my own kids, because they'll get on YouTube and watch kids make stuff all day long if I let them. Anyway, so it's maybe a good distraction for the kids, because we usually do, Well, what did we do? We did make your own no-cook Play-Doh last week. Yesterday we made glow-in-the-dark calming jars. Those ones where you put like the glitter in them and you can watch the glitter fall, and we made ours glow-in-the-dark. And then before that we made GAC slime. We made it 2 different ways. We made it with borax and without borax. That was a lot of fun. Actually just bought the supplies to do it again because my kids enjoyed it so much. Sorry, I realize you can't see what I'm doing. Right now I'm just chopping up some white chocolate chips to throw in our last batch of cookies. I'm so excited. Who's that? We've got a good crowd on tonight. That's exciting. Okay. So I'm going to throw these into our bowl. This is our last third of the batter. For those of you just tuning in, I tripled the recipe and then I divided it in thirds so we can make it 3 different ways. We did our first was just plain, and those are over here, and actually I'm going to go ahead and grab my cooling rack out and let those set to cool because we're going to need that sheet. We're going to need that Silpat. And then, whoop, there's my cooling. There we go, cookie cooling. So we're going to pull those off. If you guys have any questions, I believe my assistant's on, and she can answer some if I'm not on. And then if not, if I don't catch them during the live feed, I always go back and read all the comments and I address them. And you can message me privately on the page too if you've got a question that you don't want the whole world to hear. I get all kinds of questions, so don't be afraid to ask whatever. Open book. I mean that literally. I will chat with you about anything. Okay, so it's warm but not hot. My husband says I have a very, very high heat tolerance. When I do dishes, I put it on literally as hot as it'll go, and I can tolerate it, and he thinks I'm crazy. Anyway, I don't know what that had to do with anything, but we're just moving. This was our first batch. These were just, for a single recipe, it would be 1 egg, 1 cup of peanut butter. I used chunky, but you can use chunky or smooth. And 1 cup of sugar. And believe it or not, it really does form a nice dough that you can roll into balls easily. And I sprinkled mine with sugar at the end, but a commenter just told me that she actually rolls them in sugar before she bakes them. So maybe I'll have to try that with my next time I make them. Obviously not this time because we've already made these, but next time I'll have to try that. Alright. I poured one, look, I've stuck my thumb in that one as I was taking it out of the oven. Oops. And you can make these, the longer you cook them, the crispier they'll get. I know some people prefer, I don't understand it because I like my cookies chewy, but I won't judge you. I'll love you no matter what. I know some people like their cookies crispy, so these will crisp up really nicely if you cook them just like a minute or 2 longer. Oops. And yeah. So they're going to be pretty soft when you take them out. They're just like regular cookies. They'll set up a little bit more as they cool, and ours are still very warm. Awesome. So there they are on our cooling rack. Aren't those cute? I'm going to set these back here, and we're going to go ahead and do our last batch. Yay. Alright, and those of you just tuning in, tell me where you're from. Tell me, is this your first time watching? And give me some, I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you'd like to see. What do you want us to cook? I do desserts and savories. Only easy recipes. Please don't ask me to do like a souffle or anything because that's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Ain't got time for that. Okay, so we've got our last. I poured the white chocolate chips in. I'm gonna mix them together and then we will form it into balls. And my timer says 2 minutes left on that second batch of cookies. So yay, that's exciting. And those are the ones in the oven right now are our peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. Our first batch was just plain peanut butter, and then this batch is peanut butter white chocolate chip cookies. These are a great one for like a bake sale or something because they're so easy. You really can't screw them up. I mean, I guess you could technically, but it takes some effort to screw these up. All right. And those of you who don't recognize me or don't know who I am, I'm April from Mama Loves Food, mamalovesfood.com, or just Mama Loves Food on Facebook. You can search me. I post recipes all day long, not only mine interspersed with lots of other amazing, talented foodies. I try to only post simple recipes. Occasionally a fancy one will slip in here and there, but generally it's all, you know, mom-friendly, busy mom-friendly, doable stuff, parent-friendly. Okay, and we've got, there you go, you can see. It makes a nice dough, and that's just egg, sugar, and peanut butter. Makes a really nice dough. And I'm gonna go ahead and I put a lot of white chocolate in here. Hopefully it'll be alright. I think it'll be okay. This is real life, people. We might have a disaster. We might have something wonderful. We'll find out. So, if you tuned in on Tuesday, you got to meet my girlfriend Erin, who I talk about a lot because she's my dealer. She's my oils dealer. So she's the one that gave me the necklace, or sold me the necklace. And she came over. We've been friends for a long time, and she helped me. And of course, you know, she came over to help me in case the comments went out, and they didn't. And she didn't come over tonight, and the comments went out. So it's like Murphy's Law or something. Okay, I can hear I'm gonna give those just another 30 seconds since that's what we did on the last batch. I'm watching the clock. Okay, I'll go over and grab those. I'm gonna grab our other batch of cookies out. Let's see, what we got here. And dun-dun-dun. Oh, they're so pretty. Love them. Okay, and there's our chocolate chip version. Aren't those cute? Okay, and you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and throw some sugar on those too, because why not? Why not? I mean, they're cookies. It's not like we're dieting, right? What do I do with my sugar? There it is. I'm just gonna toss some sugar on them. I think it adds a nice, if you've got coarse sugar, that's really nice too. I think it adds a pretty look to it. I don't have any coarse sugar, I just have this, which works just as well. Alright. And if you don't put it on right away, none of it will stick. So if you're going to do the sugar, you can either follow our commenter's advice and do it pre-cooking, which I haven't tried, but I'm pretty sure she's not leading us astray. Or you can do it immediately as they come out of the oven when there's still some oil on them. I'm going to go ahead and turn that timer off because it's super annoying. Alright, for those of you who are wondering, we're filming just outside of Orlando. I'm going to rinse my hands. I'm about an hour north of Disney World. Sorry you keep seeing my room. Alright. I've been living here mostly on, a little bit off, since January of 1998. So we've been here a long time. Same general area. Love to hear where you're from. What's the weather like there? It is hot here. Although we had a really nice weekend last weekend. It cooled off a little bit and we got into the 70s, which is super, super rare for this time of year. Usually we're well into the high 80s and 90s, but it was a nice little reprieve, I gotta say. And even tonight it wasn't shockingly hot. We went out, we've got a basketball hoop in our driveway, and we all went out and were shooting hoops, and my husband and sons were throwing the football over our heads. My daughter and my heads. My husband keeps trying to teach me. My boys are absolutely obsessed with football. Thoroughly, completely, totally obsessed with football. And my husband has been trying for 16 years to teach me how to throw a spiral. And I actually threw one tonight, but I don't know if I can repeat it. I would not make bets on that. But we'll see. Maybe I finally come around. I still don't understand football. I've been watching it my whole life. My dad, who's sitting over there on a chair right now, watched football. He had football in the background every Monday night, every Sunday night during football season. You would think I'd have picked up a little bit. My kids play it. I have no retention for football. That said, I love football season because it means we get to have people over and I make food for everyone, and that's like one of my favorite things in the entire world is to feed people. So, yeah. Do you guys like football? If you don't like football, do you like any sports? Are you a sporty person? A non-sporty person? Do your kids play sports? My kids play football and soccer. I keep asking to play basketball over the summer, so we'll see. We generally take the summer off of organized sports, but if we have to do an organized sport over the summer, I definitely would prefer basketball since it's indoors here. And it gets crazy hot in Florida. We are pretty consistently over the 100-degree mark, so yeah, I don't want to be sitting outside watching anybody play anything unless it's in the pool and I'm in the shade, which is generally how we do it. Okay, so we've got our white chocolate peanut butter cookies. Where's my hands are? There we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and make my fork marks in it because, like I said, they're peanut butter cookies and I like to do it that way. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Oops. And if your fork is sticking, you can dip it or just spritz it with some like Pam non-stick spray and it'll keep it from sticking. I'm not having too much trouble, but in the past there have been times when I went ahead and did that. Tonight we seem to be all right. This peanut butter is a little on the oily side, so. And this, you know, if you've tuned in before, you've heard, I guarantee you've heard me say, I don't bake things from scratch ever. I don't do desserts like that. I'm a cake mix person only, and here I am proving myself a liar after less than a month. But these cookies are just so unbelievably easy. It's only 3 ingredients as the base, and then if you want to add goodies like chocolate chips or more nuts or dried fruit, you know, you can add from there, but the base is just super simple. It's a cup of sugar, a cup of peanut butter, and an egg, a large egg. And you mix it up until it becomes a dough, and it really does become a dough. And I'm going to go ahead and put these in. These are our white chocolate version. I'm going to throw these in the oven, and we're going to bake them for 8 minutes. There we go. We're going to set the timer for 8 minutes, and my oven is set at 375 degrees. And I'm baking them on the middle rack. And I'm still not seeing comments, so I'm going to scoot over since we've got 8 minutes to unwind, or my husband would say, maybe you should clean up during those 8 minutes before we get it to bake, but what fun is that? I'm going to peek at the comments. So, and I'm going to take a sip of my super exciting water because I've been talking for an hour. How long have we been going? 57 minutes, you guys. I've been talking to myself for 57 minutes straight. I don't know, does that, should I be medicated? Okay, Jania, I don't know, I hope I'm not butchering your name. Says she's made these and they are awesome. They are awesome, they really are. They're so easy, I love that. Let's see, Ashley says awesome. Victor says other side of state, Memphis. Oh, he's talking to somebody else. Sorry, I'm interrupting a conversation in the comments. Oops. Olivia says her husband loves peanut butter, but she hates it. Sorry. You know, I really want to try this with cashew butter. I think it would be delicious. Do you like cashews, Olivia? That might be fun. Sarah is from Ontario, Canada. Let's see. Oh, my mouse isn't working great tonight. I'm telling you, if you've tuned in with any regularity, you know we have a lot of technical issues. Oh, somebody asked, I'm wearing orange in my necklace. Orange. It smells really good. Love it. Okay, check at the store for cookie butter. Oh, I bet cookie butter would work. That would be yummy. Do I ever make easy good pie crust? My easy good pie crust is from the refrigerated section of the market. And you'd probably not count that as good. But it's what I use. I use, yeah, refrigerated pie crust. I have never made it from scratch, and I don't know that I ever will. Maybe. I shouldn't say never. I'll never say never, right? Maybe one day. Ashley would love a great sugar cookie recipe. Oh, we can do that. Sure. We can maybe figure something out. I mean, look, if we can make peanut butter cookies, why can't we make sugar cookies, right? Ashley is from Ohio. Oh, I just said that, didn't I? Pam says, put bread in a container with the cookies and it will keep them soft. Oh, good trick. Thanks. I didn't know that. All right. Again, it's not showing me all your comments. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Trying to scroll through. It's not giving them all to me. Oh well, it says there's 327 comments, so I'm definitely not getting them all because I'm seeing about 20 right now. And they're all the ones I've seen already before. So I apologize, and I will go through and I will look at all the comments and I will take your suggestions and I will respond where appropriate. And if you want me to respond specifically to something, say, hey, can I get an answer or something like that. You know, because if it's just something benign, but like, hey, I'm from such and such a place, I will read it and I will thumbs it up. But unless you tell me to respond, I probably won't. But if you have specific questions, I'm happy to tell you whatever. I'm an open book, really easy. I've got 4.5 minutes left on the clock. I can put some of this stuff away. And let's see. Oh, let's put these on the cooling rack. Let's go ahead and do that. So these, for those of you just tuning in, are our 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies. Yay! Oh, you know what? I'm gonna make sure people are still watching real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Sharon page. Sorry guys. I know this is. I don't want to complain about Facebook because I love Facebook. Facebook is like amazing. It's given me so much opportunity, but this is still a little quirky at this point. It's the Facebook Live is only about a month old, and they're still working out the kinks. One of which is getting people to see it isn't always super easy. So that's why we share during the feed, so you guys can see it if anybody wants to. All right, and you guys, I know I keep forgetting to say this. So please hit subscribe on Apple devices. It's usually up here, although I've been getting reports from people on Apple devices that they're not seeing it. And if that's the case, it's either just a glitch, which is entirely possible, or you don't have an updated version of Facebook on your phone right now. So I would try updating if you're not seeing it, maybe for next time. And sorry, can you see what I'm doing? I'm just scooting these cookies. I'm making room for our chocolate chip cookies, our chocolate chip peanut butter cookies. And yeah, so try updating your Facebook, try updating your iOS, your operating system, if you're not seeing a subscribe button. And okay, there it is. Okay, so that should be top right here-ish for Apple users. It should be in the same general place for if you're watching from a computer or a laptop. And for Android devices, it will be, if you scroll all the way to the top of the comments, it should be right there at the top. Okay? And you can always, if for some reason you're not seeing it, you can always, after the video's over, come back to my page, Mama Loves Food, and just take a quick peek at the video, and it should be on the video again. So just, you know, play it for like 15-30 seconds, and there should be a subscribe button pop up at that point. So that's how you find me. And for those of you just tuning in, I see we got a little jump in viewers when I went ahead and shared that. We made 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies. This one is actually 4 ingredients. You can call me a liar because we went ahead and threw some chocolate chips in that one. And it's just egg, peanut butter, and sugar. And then if you want to add chocolate chips or nuts or dried fruit or anything, you can do that. We did a double batch and then divided it by 3, and 1/3 of ours are the regular plain peanut butter cookies, and we put some sugar on top. Our second batch was the chocolate chip, which I'm taking off and are still a little bit warm. And then our third batch is in the oven right now, and it is white chocolate. We added some white chocolate chips to that. So that's what we're doing. I'm just putting them on the plate to cool. Rinse my hands. Take a good look at my rump. Alright. And we come on every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. If you hit subscribe, you should get a notice for that. On Tuesdays, I come on spaceships and laser beams, but if you check my page, Mama Loves Food, you should see it there as well, because we do share between the pages. And if you hit subscribe, like I said, if you hit subscribe, you should be able to see it. What else? So Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We do a really, about an hour-long cooking show. Sometimes it runs to more towards 90 minutes, but we try to keep it around an hour. Easy cooking. Would you like a cookie, Dad? Yeah, help yourself. The chocolate chip ones are still pretty warm. We try to keep easy, family-friendly recipes. We made a really simple beef stroganoff on Tuesday. We did cake mix baked donut scotch. That's a tongue twister. How are they, Dad? Any good? We're getting a thumbs up. We did Make Ahead crescent roll breakfast sandwiches. We've done easy curried egg salad. So yeah, some really tasty stuff. And I always take suggestions for what you'd like to see more of. So let me know, let me know, let me know. And it does not have to be something from my website. We can find something somewhere else. If you've got a favorite recipe you'd like to see us make live, go ahead and put it in the comments and we'll check it out and maybe do that. And my thing just beeped at me, but since we've let all the other batches go another 30 seconds or so, we're gonna go ahead and do that for this one too. And what else? On Wednesdays, we come on Wednesdays. So I come on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. On Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we do a simple cooking recipe. And then on Wednesdays around 4 p.m. Eastern, I come on with the kids and we do a craft show. And it's chaos. It's utter chaos. There's a lot of noise. Dogs are barking. Children are calling everywhere. But it's fun. We made calm down jars this week, which is a little bit ironic since there was nothing calm about when we made them. Ooh, these smell good. And turn off the oven so my husband doesn't get upset because I always forget to turn off the oven. There we go. There's our white chocolate ones. Yummy. Yeah, so we made calm down jars this week. Last week we made no bake Play-Doh, which my kids are still playing with if you're curious. We made 3 different colors, but it is now one muddy, nasty brown mess. But they still play with it. They're having a lot of fun with it. And we made GAC slime the first week we did it. The GAC is no longer around. I actually threw it away almost immediately after the show because my 2-year-old grabbed my big mixing bowl and put all the GAC in it. Both versions. We made a borax version and a borax-free version. He put both versions in and dumped a big cup of water and mixed it up, and he had a blast. So I'm not worried. I was not upset, but it was not worth keeping. So, but I did. We had so much fun with that one that I bought more ingredients to do it again. So that was a fun one. You can look that up on the site too. I went ahead and put that on the Mama Loves Food site. You can look up how to make GAC. And it'll come up. It's really simple. It's Elmer's glue, borax, and water. And then you can add glitter. You can add all kinds of stuff. My dad's looking at me. He's throwing me off my game. We're almost done, guys. I'm going to go ahead and pull the other ones off the baking sheet. And then I'm going to spend some time with my dad. And I wonder, tell me what you guys are doing tonight. Are you watching a show? Are you relaxing? What have you got going on? It's felt like a Friday to me all day. I tell you, this has been the longest week ever. Longest week ever. Okay. Oh, we forgot. We didn't put sugar on these ones. That's all right. We'll do a little bit differently. So these are these. This is the white chocolate chip version. I'm going to go ahead and put these on the cooling rack. And then we will wrap it up. Thanks again for coming on, guys. Oh, you know what? These are softer. These are softer. I'm not sure if they're not totally baked through or if I just didn't let them cool as long, but I'm going to go ahead and they look a little bit less baked in the middle. I don't know, maybe the white chocolate had something to do with that. I'm going to throw them in for another minute. And see, and when I turned my oven off. Murphy's Law, I turned my oven off and they weren't quite done. I'm going to put the timer on for 2 minutes. We're going to turn the oven back on. It's still up to temperature. We're good. Okay. We're good. It's real life. Sometimes that happens. I think the white chocolate chips threw us off a little bit, maybe. I don't know. I did put a lot of white chocolate chips in there, so that could have something to do with it. I'm going to peek at the comments real quick and see if you guys are telling me anything exciting. You guys can, I'll put it so you can see our beautiful cookies that we made. Those of you just tuning in, we made 3 ingredient peanut butter cookies. Super, super simple. It's a good one to do with the kids or for a bake sale. Something that not pretty hard to screw up. Yeah. So what do I like better, the white chocolate or dark chocolate? I am a dark chocolate girl, all the way, 100%, 110%, 1000%. I don't know. Definitely dark chocolate. What's that cooking show where the lady always makes a cocktail with her meal? You should do that. I should do that. But I usually work for an hour or 2 after the show goes off, and that would make it near impossible if I had a drink on the show. Maybe on the weekend. Maybe we'll do like a Friday night show one time, and you can watch me get tipsy, and I'll turn on some music and dance, and you guys can all make fun of me. Let's see. I always dip the fork in sugar before making the fork marks. Prevents the fork from sticking, and you get your sugar on at the same time. Cindy, that is genius. That is very smart. Okay. April, what does your husband do for a living, if you don't mind me asking? My husband is a computer animator, so he's an engineer by education, but he does 3D computer animations, mostly for trial, for attorneys, but also sometimes for doctors and people who are making new products. So he'll do on the computer, he'll make a 3D version of something, so you can present it, you know, like, so recently he's been working a lot with doctors doing, showing new procedures. He does a lot for law firms, showing car accidents and trip and falls and accidents, stuff like that. So that's what my husband does. And he actually got into it because he went to school originally for computer animation when we were young, 20, and he wanted to get into gaming. And I went to school to become an attorney, and I became an attorney. And gaming really doesn't, you don't make any money gaming. It's a fun job that he enjoyed, but there's really, you know, not a lot of money to be had in it. And we knew we wanted a big family. Ooh, that was hot. So I'm gonna turn the oven off. You see? I'm doing it. Okay. Anyway, so I was working at a law firm, and my boss asked me to get a quote for computer animation. Oh, those are much better. All right, those are good. I am going to let them sit, though, because I don't think I should take them off while they're that hot, because I will burn myself, and I don't want to do that again. Yeah, so my boss asked me to get a quote for computer animation, and it was a pretty hefty quote. I mean, he doesn't make huge money. We have 5 kids. We're never going to be rich. But it's better than gaming, which we would have been on food stamps probably for. So, not that there's any shame in food stamps. I'm not trying to shame anyone. It's not my goal. Love y'all. Yeah, so that's how he got into that. I suggested maybe trying it, and he really likes it. It's a lot of fun. You know, it's never I shouldn't say it's never the same thing twice. It's very rarely the same thing twice. You know, he deals with all different people. He meets, oh, Dad wants more cookies. Go for it, Dad. Yeah, he gets to meet all different people, work with different engineers. He works with engineers a lot. He works with attorneys a lot. He works with doctors. So it's a neat field, and he enjoys it. So that's what my husband does. Yep. What do your spouses do? Why don't you tell me that? I'd love to hear. So I'm just putting these cookies away, because if I leave them out on the counter, my kids, if you watched the other day our Make Ahead breakfast show, you know that my kids get up before I do and usually get their own breakfast in the morning. And if I left these on the counter, they would assume that this is what was for breakfast. Or at least they'd pretend to assume that this is what's for breakfast. They'd go, oh, well, we thought you left those for us, Mom. They were on the counter, knowing full well I didn't. But, yeah, so they'd all be gone before I got up in the morning. So we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and package those up. I'm going to put this back away. And I'm going to ask you again, if you enjoyed the show, to please subscribe. Generally, the subscribe button is in the top right. Not always, generally. And then that's on iPhones and on computers. And then on Android devices, if you scroll all the way up to the top of the comments, there will be a subscribe button there. And we come on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. and we do cooking. And on Wednesdays, we come on at 4 and we do kids crafts. And if you subscribe, you're not going to get like 100 emails. It's nothing like that. You'll get a little ping from Facebook. When we first come on, it'll just say, Mama Loves Food is on live right now. Would you like to watch? So it's nothing crazy. And I want to thank you so much. And I'm going to show you here. We'll show you our white chocolate chip ones one more time because they're cute. And I'm excited. So the white chocolate chips, for whatever reason, took closer to 10 minutes. I don't know. Maybe I made them a little bit bigger. I don't know. I'm sure they'll still be delicious. Thank you for joining us. We made 3-ingredient chocolate chip cookies. And the recipe link is up at the top, and I believe my assistant has linked it as we've gone as well, so you should be able to find that really easily. Or you could just write it down. It's 1 egg, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of peanut butter. $3.75 for 8 to 10 minutes if you do the small ones, and 10 to 12 minutes if you do the larger ones. It's really easy. Really, really easy. Really, really delicious. As my dad can attest to, because he's been sneaking them as we take them out of the oven. And thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night, guys.